Hi, everybody. So this is lesson 2, all about navigating school. So I'm going to be sharing my screen and talking about how to move around in school and get the most out of your experience here. And I'm going to be looking at my notes so I don't forget anything. So I will share. Oh yeah, of course. It's not ready. Let me get the right screen ready. And what you're going to be seeing is my school. So it's going to look a little different when I go into certain spots because I am the admin. But overall, it is the same. Okie dokie. So here we are. We're inside of PeriKinetix Circle. And this is, I guess you could call this the main dashboard. So where you are right now is in the classroom. So I clicked on classroom, and here you see the courses. This one is available to everybody. This is the start here. And you're in lesson 2. You've either read or listened to my audio in lesson 1, and now you're in lesson 2. So you're going to learn about this. So this is, think of this as where you come to learn. So there will be various courses over time. Some of them are going to be free to all standard members. Whoops. This one here, coming soon. I'm working on it. And it is available to all standard members, but you have to reach level 2 to unlock it. Let the fun of school begin. So school is sort of gamified. So there's a leaderboard. I'll show you that after. But once you get to level 2, you get to go through this whole course. I think there's like 10 lessons if I remember correctly. And this will give you a really good idea about what is the foundation of my VIP course that I'm developing that's 4 months long. But you get a little taste of what's at the basis of it in this course. Anyhow, there will be various courses, free, unlocked courses, and then paid courses. You're most likely standard level now. Some people might choose to upgrade to premium. Premium allows you to get an extra Q&A session per month, and a 15-minute mini movement session every week. I can't remember what I decided, if it was every week or every month. Anyhow, let's move on. So next, community is probably the most important tab. This is where everything happens, all the magic, where the magic happens. It's where you can ask questions and you can get answers from everyone. This is not just answers from me. Like, I have my experience. I have things that have worked for me. I will share those. And those pop up in the courses or the 4-month course that I'll be taking some people through. But this is for the community. So you ask a question, anyone can answer. Anyone can share their wins, share their experiences, and support each other. You can connect with others on the same journey, and you can access community exclusive content depending on your membership. So here, like, I can scroll down, and these are all the posts I've done so far. I have one lady in the group who lives in my neighborhood. She's a herbalist. So I joined her school group and she's joined mine. And I'm sure there's something she'll learn, even though, like, I'm sure she's gone through menopause already. But she also has her vantage point about perimenopause from a herbal perspective. So she may even be a special guest at some point. Anyhow, she's currently the only one who's chatting in here, and I would like everyone to chat in here. This is still very early on. We're in the early phases of the PeriKinetix Circle. I imagine with given time, this is going to be a very large group. So for those who are in the first, say, 10 to 20 joining with me here, congratulations on being a founding member. You are going to help me, so we are all going to develop this group together, and it's going to be super fun. Anyhow, let's see. Now, in community, you have all these sub tabs here, so you can click on any of these, and each of these posts in your feed are under one of these. So if I click on start here, it's the start here post. That's the one I want you to read. And then you can go into classroom and do the start here course. And then this one I just posted yesterday because a few new people have joined, and I know some others are going to be joining soon. So I'd love you to read that. And even if you're coming in a year from now, read through everything, because you might get something of value somewhere. I put rules and expectations in just because in my first few days, I got people who were asking to join, and they were not actually people that should be in this group. It was people like looking to maybe get me to join some other group so that maybe I could learn, right? But I'm sure there's a sale in there somewhere for somebody, and I don't even know them. Like, I'm okay if I already belong to a group and I want that admin to do something in my group, but I'm not into these. I'll show you one, and I'm probably going to not take it because he's vague. Like, especially when men want to join, I'm like, okay, hold on. Unless your wife is going through it and you specify that in the questions or something, I'm not going to let men in. If you're actually a man who has a partner that is navigating perimenopause, I want to see yes and like details, right? Otherwise, decline, okay? Anyhow, I digress. So I put those in there because the two people that tried to get in here, I was disturbed by. Okay, so now we got general chat. This is where I'm putting like a weekly post, and I'd love for you to peruse those, and if it resonates and you have something to say, please reply and like. Every time you like, you get points. Every time you reply, you get points. If you reply to somebody else's stuff, it doesn't matter who they are, you get points. And just the more everybody is engaging in the group, the better. That is the name of the game, okay? Here we have introductions, and so you can comment on one or the other or both. It's fine. Then we got wins, celebrate your wins. And questions and support. So you can put your questions in here, and then that's that. So on your phone, you can just swipe with your thumb. On here, you have to click here. So if you're on your laptop, you've got to do more clicking. On your phone, more swiping. Okay, let's see. So next, okay, I don't have an events tab, but calendar and events go together. Okay, so this is, you can stay in the loop. I plan to have one Q&A a month for standard members, and it'll be an hour. However, I'm waiting until there's a few more people in the group so that we can decide together what day of every month that we're going to have this. It's not mandatory, but if you want to be there, it's there for you. I will be there, and so anyone who shows up, we can talk. And I don't know, maybe we might do like a coffee hour thing. Anyhow, there's lots of different events that we can run. Also, if there's any like guest speakers or special events, we could do that. If anyone here is into the 80s, I think it's the 80s and the 90s, and you love to dance, there's a smaller group of people that we, during COVID, used to have something called Twisted Sisters a dance party. And so since we couldn't go out to clubs during COVID, we joined online and we did this. If anyone's interested in that, mention it in our community, and maybe I can get more people into that. Anyhow, so next up, members. This is where you're gonna see who are the members. Anyone, I think anyone can contact you in our membership. So if you want to make friends, that you can do that. This map is really cool. It shows you where in the world. It shows you. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Okay, there. Oh my God. Where did I go? Okay, wow. It shows you where in the world everybody is. Most of us are over here in Toronto, but we've got Nancy. It's not showing up right now. Oh yeah, there's Nancy over there in Australia. And I didn't realize it was so far on the other side of Australia. That's so crazy. So it's like, if I ever come to visit you, I've got to go even further than I thought. Okay, so yeah, the map is really cool. You can see who's where, and if you want to be friends or whatever, you can do that. Here is our leaderboard. All right, so currently I'm at level 1, and that's simply because there's not enough going on in our group yet, but there will be. And there's one member so far that is active, commenting and liking during the week. Carol Little, she is our herbalist, and so you can see here, level 2 will unlock this course. Now, it's coming soon. I'm in the middle of creating it. So you might unlock level 2 and still have nothing, and I apologize for that. For people who come in later, it will be there. Over time, there will be things unlock at different levels, but as a community, we can decide that together. Okay, and then here's our about page. And this is what you get when you click on the link that I sent you or that somebody else sent you. This is where you're sent, and then you get to join now, and you get to yeah, get involved in this. I do believe this is all. Let me see. Yeah. Here you'll get a little red number or something when you have a chat. So many of you probably have that here. I've been chatting with you, waiting for you to respond. And here's your notifications. This is where you'll see these are like other groups that I belong in, that I'm getting the stuff from. Anyhow, and on the laptop here, you'll see what you belong to, but on your phone, it's on the side here, and you click on the side on your phone. Anyhow, I do believe that is it. So last but not least, tips for getting started. Introduce yourself in the community if you haven't already. Browse existing posts to get a feel for conversation and or to get a conversation started. Check events once they get put up. In this case, for those founding people who are starting out with me, let's chat and talk about what day of the month would be great for our Q&A. And lastly, be sure to explore the other lessons. Oh, I remember what I wanted to share with you. I remember when I first started on school, I was like, hey, why is it still, why is my course still showing that I've only completed this much or that I haven't completed anything? And it's because when you finish the lesson, you're going to read it. You can listen to this if you like. You're going to click this and mark it as done. In your phone, there will be a little arrow at the top around here that says next or something like that. Click that and it'll take you to lesson 2. I don't think on the laptop it shows that, so here you would just click lesson 2, right? But do be sure to click on this here, or else it's not going to say you're done the course. The other thing is, even if you've done the course, you can always go back to courses or lessons again in case you forget something or you wanted to remember something that you learned or whatever as time goes on. Okay, now I promise that that's the end of this. This was a little longer than I expected it to be, but I wanted to be very thorough and make sure you get everything that you needed. All right, let's have fun and let's just do this. Okay.